Television. For the past 3 decades, it has shaped our lives. Introducing an incredible variety of images, statements, and portrayals into our homes. In fact, television ranks 3rd behind sleep and work as the activity we spend the most time engaged in. Television captures the attention of more Canadians than all other media and leisure activities combined. The success and growth of television has developed hand in hand with the success and growth of the businesses who have used it as the advertising medium to market their products and services. No other advertising medium can deliver the facts and produce the results the way that television can. No other medium can compare with its dramatic impact. Who better to offer some additional insights into the impact of television advertising than a man known to millions of television viewers around the world? E.G. Marshall.
3. Remember this?
1. Hello, I'm E.G. Marshall. That was a message I made for Rockwell International, talking about their role in moving America into space exploration. This is a message for the Television Bureau of Advertising and its broadcaster members, talking about television's role in your business. Way back in July 1938, E.B. White looked at the future and said, "We shall stand or fall by television. Of that I am quite sure." Today, almost 50 years later, his prediction has been proven true. Whether your business stands or falls may well depend on television. Your business future may depend upon whether you advertise on television, how much television you use, and how well you use it. Today, it doesn't matter what you sell or where you sell it. You are in competition with others. Competition that has made television the battleground. This television screen has become the business battleground, the crucible of competition.
Big Mac, please.
They're fresh off the grill, 7 stories tall. He's the most wanted of them all. Leader of the pack, Big Mac.
Would you advise everyone to switch to Burger King no matter what their name is?
You bet. You bet.
Okay, America. Now when you switch to Burger King, you can tell them...
McDonald's sent you.
We have become a nation of competitors. We compete, not just to compete, not just to finish, but to win. And we want our business to win, and we expect our advertising to help us do it.
The best. You found it in yourself, and now you found it in the beer you drink.
Getting together with good friends. Getting together to play. Having some fun. Hearing the sound. Yeah, we made it! Make our way for the great day. Welcome to Miller Time. It's all yours and it's all mine.
Winning is seldom without effort. Beyond all, it demands calculation and strategy. At Merrill,
The greater your success, the larger the target you become for your competition.
In the jungle, among the fronds, there is only one king, Dreyfus, for the lion's share.
Sometimes it's competition for the American family, and the battleground is television.
This is the taste. This is the test. Pepsi versus Coke, the Pepsi Challenge. And all across America, more people pick Pepsi. Time after time after time.
You picked Coke, right?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
Just one thing.
What?
Next!
No. Yeah. This is a television first. The first time we've ever seen anyone who picked Coke in the Pepsi Challenge.
How come Pepsi is using an unknown like me instead of a star like Bill Cosby? Simple. Pepsi believes the only person that counts is you. Not me, you. Because the only reason to choose Pepsi over Coke is taste. Your taste. Now, I think Pepsi tastes better, but so what? Your taste is what counts.
Fact is, more people enjoy the big taste and big refreshment of the real thing. Yeah, this one, Coke, is it.
Sometimes it's competition for American business. And again, the battleground is television.
DuPont technology helped make today's tiny electronic circuits possible. So while we help to make things very small, DuPont's contribution to electronics is very big. DuPont, better things for better living.
Is 1 million electronic components on a single chip, no bigger than this. Allegheny International Systems help make more chips than any other system in the world. At Allegheny...
An example of how IBM research can contribute not only to business, but to life itself.
The same kind of battle is being fought for many other categories as well.
Handle that! Now, what is this?
Best there is, Moose. Taught him everything I know.
We'll see.
The job's done, Moose.
All right. You did good.
Had me a good teacher. You got any more wagons you want fixed?
Blame Top Guns. I'm gonna get him.
Some of you seem a trifle reserved when it comes to talking about the Speedy Muffler King guarantee. With professionals like yourselves, and a muffler guaranteed for as long as the customer owns the car, well, I'd say there's no harm in bragging a little. All right, let's move. And remember, everyone who comes to Speedy is a somebody, and a somebody expects the best.
Right. Yeah.
I browse at Bloomingdale's, I leap through Lord and Taylor, but I buy at Alexander's.
It's significant that the retailers themselves gave an award to this competitive local message on television.
But I buy at Alexander's.
I always say let's
Root for the men. Buy at Alexander's.
The competitive battle is just as big, just as tough, and just as much on television at the local level.
This is a perfectly aged, simply delicious 16-ounce plus prime rib steak with all the trimmings. The price at Gibby's, $14.95. This is a perfectly aged, simply delicious 16-ounce plus prime rib steak with all the trimmings. The price at Moisha's, $15.25. This is a perfectly aged, simply delicious 16-ounce plus prime rib steak with all the trimmings. The price at Le Biftec, $8.95. Thank you, Moisha's. Thank you, Gibby's. Le Biftec.
Last spring, I told you my bank, Mid-Atlantic, was hungry to help New Jersey business. Next week, I'll present the first Hungry Banker Awards to the people who made that promise good. Mid-Atlantic people who are out to prove that they work a little bit faster and harder than other banks. The award, gold, a very useful hunk of gold. There'll be a sit-down awards banquet, but no food. We'll walk out just as hungry as we walked in.
As hungry when they go out as they were when they came in. Clearly, it takes a serious effort to be a real competitor, a commitment of time and money, plus the desire to win for your company. That means back to basics and advertising just as lean and mean and efficient and competitive as you are.
It starts with money. Cost per thousands. Comparing media cost efficiencies can be very frustrating. There is no single standardized source of measurement. The media have traditionally measured themselves against such diverse bases as population, or households, or circulation. When they do, the following confusion arises. Which media are too expensive? Which medium is most affordable? In Canada, radio's cost per 1,000 adults is $3.63. Canadian television's cost per 1,000 adults is $4.65. Canadian newspapers' cost per 1,000 circulation is $17.62. And way up there all by themselves are magazines with $20.57 per 1,000 circulation. It's hard to get a realistic view. One way is to track how each of the four major media's share has changed during the past 10 years. This is a good indicator of how advertiser investment and confidence in the various media has changed. Radio share, national and retail, has declined 2 full share points during the last decade. Newspapers, once dominant with a 54% share, fell to 44%, in spite of there being 1/3 classified ads and in spite of hard liquor and cigarette advertising. Magazines, possibly due to the advent of regional and local editions and the proliferation of special interest publications, increased share by 4 points to 8%. And television? Television doubled magazine share increase, 8 points, from 22% share in 1972 to 30% share in 1982. National advertising shares are even more dramatic. Only one medium increased its share during this 10-year period, television, and by a staggering 15 share points to a strong 59% share of all national advertising expenditures. Why?
One good reason: results. Results created by your ability to communicate with more people in more depth with messages only television can convey.
This woman is putting HTH pool chlorinator through a truly grueling test. A test designed to prove how easy it can be to have the most crystal clear water every day. You see, no chlorine in any form is stronger, more effective than HTH. Here's the proof.
Is your pool clear enough that they could have filmed this commercial in it?
HTH, water so clear, it's startling.
Important as these facts are, haven't we been looking at advertising as only an expense and something that costs us money, when we should be looking at advertising as an investment, something that makes us money? If I had $1 million and put it into advertising, if I received the retailer's expected 10-to-1 rate of return, I would have sales of $10 million for my $1 million investment. If my rate of return is 40%, my return on investment is $4 million, a return of 400%. Adjust the return rate to fit your industry and the profit rate to fit your company. And I'll bet you find your advertising is the best investment you can make, particularly when your gain is most often at your competitor's expense. We're getting back to basics. It's easy to forget that the purpose of advertising is not to get big ratings points and low costs per point. The purpose of advertising has little to do with quintiles, effective frequency, media imperatives. The purpose of advertising is to move people, to convince and persuade people, all in order to increase store traffic, improve image, to make sales, to make profits, to increase the rate of return, to generate more dollars for more advertising. None of the media that would attack television make any mention of these, the purpose of advertising. Why? Because no medium or consortium of media would challenge television's taken-for-granted ability to do what you need done. If you are already a television advertiser, you know it works, and so does your competitor.
It's coming. A new company offering computer-like telephones for your home, the latest information systems for business, and reliable long distance that lets you reach out and touch anyone, anywhere, anytime.
You may be the largest corporation in the world, undergoing a fantastic change, but even you need television to bring that change to life.
AT&T, more than a new look, a new outlook.
Off to put out another fire, Griswold?
Well, Chief, I found that
I assume you called first?
Right, flights booked.
Oh?
Cars rented. Got the best room in town.
I see.
And Max has reserved my usual table.
And?
And then I called our customer and straightened out the whole mess by long distance.
Stick around, Griswold. You'll go far.
Business long distance. Today's way to operate.
The kids are fine. Sal is fine. So why did he call?
I asked him that too.
And why are you crying?
Because Joy said I'd call.
Just 'cause I love you, Mom.
Today, everyone has competition.
Have you been talking to our son on long distance again? Did he tell you how much he loves you? And did he tell you how well he's doing in school? All those things are wonderful. What on earth are you crying for?
Have you seen our long-distance bill?
If your long-distance bills are too much, call MCI. Sure, reach out and touch someone. Just do it for a whole lot less.
You may not be the largest corporation, but the same television works for you.
For 80-rod reel of 2.12.5 gauge bob wire.
Half-price limited time offer. Call 674-5545. Runs Master Bakeries.
Find an excellent selection of frames styled for today, along with professional service backed by over 25 years of experience, always with an eye for fashion. Archmid Optical in Kelowna, Vernon, and Salmon Arm.
This season, the Regina Symphony Orchestra celebrates its 75th anniversary. And now more than ever, the symphony is for everyone.
What television does for you depends only upon what you ask television to do for you. It can create this Grand Prix winner of the Cannes Festival, communicating the grace and art of its Japanese advertiser. More often, your business-to-business television is busy fighting toe-to-toe to win a larger share for you. Like this.
We deliver over 90,000 packages on time every day.
All you can eat night. Evelyn says I eat too much as it is. We don't go there either.
At Federal Express, we go to thousands more cities and communities with our overnight letter than the post office goes with express mail. So now when you have to send an important letter, you don't have to deal with the post office.
There's a Mr. Schnittler here to see you.
I'll have to wait 15 seconds.
Can you wait 15 seconds?
I'll wait 15 seconds. Congratulations on your deal in Denver, Dave. I'm putting you down to deal with Dallas. Don, is it a deal? Do we have a deal? It's a deal. I gotta go. I got a call coming in. Hi, Doc. Just dealt with Don.
In this fast-moving, high-pressure, get-it-done-yesterday world, aren't you glad there's one company that can keep up with it all?
You got a deal. Good. I'm putting you down to deal with Dick. Dick, what's the deal with the deal? Are we dealing? We're dealing. Dave, it's a deal with Don, Doc, and Dick. Doc, it's a deal with Dave, Dick, and Dave. Don, it's a doc with Dick, Dave, and Dick. Gotta go, Dave. Disconnecting. Gotta go, Dick. Disconnecting. Gotta go, Dan. Disconnecting.
Federal Express. When it absolutely positively has to be there overnight.
Hello, where's my package? My job depends on it.
What did the airbill number letter was sent out? When did you send that out? It should be at the particular company that you send it to. I can get the information confirmed for you. Up the Tracy to get the...
In the Air Express business, fast talking is funny for commercials, but sad in real life. At Airborne, we don't talk fast, we move fast. So fast that we make most of our deliveries before 10:30 a.m. No wonder more people are switching to Airborne than ever before. So watch out, Federal. Here comes Airborne.
Remember the still continuing battle of the genes? The category created by television, fought on television, won on television? That battle is now expanded beyond jeans to all clothing fashion items. It's not just jeans anymore.
You want Foley's, 'cause Foley's is magical, unpredictable.
Retailer after retailer is proving that his store items and his store's image can be sold at the same time in the same television message.
You know you want Foley's.
Gas once more.
The same kind of battle is being fought for many other categories as well. The battle of ideas, opinions, of cooperative associations.
Gas, the future belongs to the efficient.
Nuclear power? Yeah, because America needs energy.
If you're not drinking all the milk you used to, you're not getting all the milk benefits you used to. Amazing milk. Nutritious, cold, delicious, irreplaceable.
Why is this man smiling? Is it because he's celebrating his wife's birthday with a bottle of wine? Or is it because the wine is authentically French? Or because the pleasure of sharing such good wine cost him well under 3 pounds? Or is it because this is not his wife?
Banking is changing too.
You can do your banking, old firms the right. You can do your banking, bank day and night. Do your Scotia banking when you're in the mood. One stop, for your banking non-stop. Anytime banking, quick stop. Push button banking, one stop, non-stop, quick stop, Scotia Bank. Can't stop.
You can do it all easily and conveniently with Commerce Instant Teller. And if you want, outside of regular banking hours, you can make deposits, withdraw cash, transfer funds, and even pay many bills. In fact, Instant Teller can do almost anything except talk. What are you waiting for? Apply for Instant Teller today.
You can count on the commerce.
Growing are the so-called financial supermarkets, offering a wide variety of financial services, each company in need of establishing its own identity, image, acceptability, each on television to do it.
Transamerica. Insurance, finance, manufacturing, transportation, innovation. The power of the pyramid is working for you.
Come now to the basics, to sight and sound, and motion and emotion. Come to the impact you can create with television's arsenal of communication tools, unmatched by all the other media combined. Watch television's intrusive power.
The future in saucepans is absolutely clear.
I baptize you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
You only live once. Don't you think you should go to church more than twice?
Watch television's picture. Simply prove a product's worth. Hear the impact of the sound of television.
Bulletproof that master locks are tough under fire.
Hey, can I help?
No thanks, honey. I already got it.
Feel the impact of the emotion of television.
Santa Claus, Santa, do you hear me now? What I want for Christmas is a new pair of ice skates and a sled. But most of all, I want my daddy. Daddy.
I love you, Katie. He took me on his knee and he told me this story, which I've never told to anyone.
This Christmas, give the greatest gift of all. Give a little of yourself.
How how easy it is to be friendly.
How about you, Ann?
A, B, C, D, E, F, E, F, E, F, Hudson.
When it comes to competition, I am the worst.
How simple it is to be complex.
When I compete or if I'm playing a game, I am very, very into winning. And if I don't, I really hold a grudge. I'm an incredibly sore loser.
Calvin Klein jeans.
But I'm an excellent winner. I really am. No, I really am.
Whatever your message, this is the television number to remember, and only television has it. First, television reaches almost 90% of everyone, most every day. Second, virtually 90% of all homes now watch television in full color. Third, fully 90% of all television viewing is done to regular, commercial, advertiser-supported television, over-the-air television, in spite of cable and pay cable and subscription and basic cable. 90% of all viewing is to you, the over-the-air television advertiser. Family television viewing time has grown from the over 4 hours a day of the 1950s to over 5 hours a day of the 60s, to over 6 hours a day of the 70s, to over 7 hours a day of the 1980s. Now at the time when you need them the most, more people are watching regular commercial over-the-air television than ever before, watching longer than ever before, and watching in more depth than ever before. Study after study documents the public's respect for television advertising. To the viewer, television advertising is the most responsive, the most up-to-date, most creative, most colorful, most exciting, and most entertaining advertising there is. To you, the television advertiser, the same television advertising is the most efficient, most effective advertising there is. One more 90% figure to add to those others. Among men with family incomes of $50,000 or more, 91% say television advertising is the most influential of all advertising. More influential than advertising on the radio, in newspapers, in magazines combined, which add to only 9% compared with television's 91%. That's back to basics. That's what advertising is for, to influence. Suppose this was your advertising message. Wouldn't it be better if the pictures were alive?
I believe in Felix.
Wouldn't it be better yet if you were in control of how long your message runs? Like this.
Live the Italian way. Now at Marshall Fields.
For afternoons that turn into memorable evenings. Louise designs for Cruise 83. Beautiful fashions for resort living at Liberty House.
Why? I don't like it. See?
Oh, sorry. We don't accept merchandise that's been worn. When you try to return something, some stores may let you down, but not Prangy's, because at Prangy's, it's not yours until you like it.
The neck's a little long. I can't even see.
Alex, 2 cold straws. Where do you see this? Just open the refrigerator. Just open one bottle. Just open the other. Now he's pouring yours. Now he's pouring mine. Alex, you better be drinking your water.
From one beer lover to another, Stroh's.
And so, together, we have seen how television alone provides all the tools of communication you need in the battle of today's competitive marketplace. We have seen how television can reach the largest mass audience of all history and the mind and heart of anyone, and reach these people 2 for a penny. The answer to those who still consider television expensive is in its effectiveness. It works, does what you want done, efficiently, effectively, generating a greater, faster return on your advertising investment. Television advertising doesn't cost money, it earns money. Whether your product, your service, your store stands or falls may well be determined by whether you advertise on television, how much television you use, and how well you use it. The competition is out there. The lines are formed. There is indeed only one medium you can afford to use, the one place for your advertising to be, on television, the Battleground. Move up, move out. Good luck.